Hello everyone, hello and welcome to NeuroViz weekly Q&A. Sorry, my name is Alex Koloskov. I'm your host. I am the founder of NeuroViz and I'm here every Friday 1 p.m. Pacific time to answer any questions that you, our user, may have for us and do some announcements. Okay, so we'll start with announcements and then if you will have any questions, I'm ready to answer your questions. Every Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, don't wait for invitation. Just go to YouTube NeuroViz channel, and I'll be there. Okay, so what we have today, we have new release. You know, we get in release like at least twice per week. That's the sadness and beauty of the fast-growing startup. But the good thing that, well, we are adapting fast and we improving the service. I hope you should see it. The very first thing that we did, we start rolling it more and more. It just most of the application has it now. You will see that it says validation. Validation on the thumbnail. You will have it a little bit different. I have admin type of access, as you can imagine. But validation, excuse me. If validation is enabled on application, if you see this, that means when you will try to do something, like I've seen user doing, and hit generate, it will be validating your input, okay? And well, I was showing you already, just repeating it from the last post. And if everything is passed, if everything is fine, it will just, after this validation thingy, it will start generating. But if something is not right, you will have this kind of warning. You can always bypass it by clicking proceed at my own risk. But in this case, if you proceed and you won't like the generation, the result, you won't get discount. Okay, you won't get discount. And to get discount, you have to pass validation. So for example, this same image uploaded twice. That's what I've seen user doing actually. This is combo. This is like multiple items and at least 2 jewelry photos required. They somehow submitting same item and it was screwing up the generation. So if validation was passed, but you're not satisfied with the result, the regeneration will cost you 3x less. So if it's 15 credits, it will be 5 credits. If it's 60 credits, for example, for the model, this one, the HQ models, 4 megapixel, 16 megapixel, it's more expensive, but you're paying 1/3 of the original price if validation is passed. Okay? And I don't remember. Is it like for everyone or only for Pro Plus and agency? Not sure. Anyway, you'll see. So this is the major thing that's supposed to help you to get, well, if there is mistake, our mistake, you won't be paying for this as much as you used to. Okay. Next, what do we have? We have a very cool thing called settings. Okay, this is brand new. It just was released 20 minutes ago, really. So it's available for our professional users, meaning Pro Plus, agency, enterprise. And this is where you can set the file name. When you download file, it will be named the way that you have it here. Okay. Hello, Hamza. Glad to see you here. So you have file name, which is input file name, meaning that if you have your file name specifically, you can transfer that name, the input name, the file name, into the output file name. Okay, and you can choose which one from these to include or not. You can choose the order of things. For example, I want to start it with, let's say, batch flag, right? Batch tag or upload tag. When you upload, you can assign tag for image or images, a group of images. So you have it. Input file name, custom string. I can put my brand, right? Like NeuroViz. And it will be part of the file name. As you can see, summer collection, well, it's batch tag. My product, this is input file name, and then NeuroViz, which is custom string, and then the date. So if I turn off the date, for example, it will be no date. Okay, so this is default file naming. And then we do have validation here, on or off. If you don't want validator to be validating your input on any application, you can turn it completely here, okay? And then, well, what is going on here? 1 second, guys. I don't see one of the feature, which probably, maybe I don't have no emergency. Huh. Oh, okay. Parameter defaults. Yeah, it will be available. So unfortunately, well, I'll show you on other thing. 1 second. I'm going to show you on other server because it's not configured here, but it will be. So what we have here on settings, another thing that you will like, this output file name being one thing, and default parameter for the file. Now you can download file of PNG, JPEG, same thing, GIF, TIFF, WebP, and BMP. So all this can be set in your settings. Okay, let's say if you want JPEG, you can set quality of the JPEG. Lossless, if it's WebP, this is apply only to WebP. Let's say you have best image quality, but kind of better than PNG. WebP, I think it's a more recent file format. So you can choose it this way and hit save. Okay, and this will be populated as output parameters on every application. You can always change it on application level. So basically you can select it. Like here, you can, you see there is output settings. It will be like this. You can select DPI. We're gonna roll it today for all the applications that is on production, but just showing you. So you will have this output settings available for all applications, for everything except video, of course. You can choose DPI, you can choose aspect ratio here. Again, it's default for this particular application. File type and JPEG quality if it's quality. So all this can be set on the application level or on settings, on user settings, globally. So you set it once and forget. And it will be applied to batches, for example, because on batch you don't set the... No, actually on batch you can set output quality as well. Okay, so this is the big thing, what I wanted to show you today. Okay, question from Hamza, lose gemstones feature. Wrong way and bad result. Okay, so let's go and let's talk about this loose gemstone. On all of our retouchers, we have 3 jewelry retoucher. It will be always 3. They are different kind of abilities, different strengths, different weaknesses into test, but we have this loose gemstone. So when you turn it on, Hamza and everyone, it should be what you see on the picture. It's only gemstone, nothing more. If your jewelry has gemstones, it's not a loose gemstone, right? We had a client who, it was a request from client, hey, Alex, can you adapt your retouchers to work with loose gemstones? Because right now it's making mistakes. And it's true because we kind of tune it up for, cleaning metal, polishing metal beside the gemstones. So this one, when you turn it on, it will expect gemstone. And actually, if you try to not to put a gemstone but something else like this and try to generate, it actually shouldn't pass validation. If it will pass, it will be, yeah. So it's saying that loose gemstones mismatch. Things like this hopefully will help you not to make those mistakes. So you can see, okay, what is going on? Gemstone, if you retouch this piece of jewelry but upload, please turn off. Yeah, so it says what to do. It says the issue. And well, you can always proceed on your risk, but it will be a bad result. Okay. So if, let's say, I turn off this thing, I hit generate. Now it should be, yep, it starts generating. And if result won't be satisfactory, it will be discount. I didn't see parameters in my account for this kind of the photo. Hamza, if you're talking about this, yeah, it's, you won't see it yet. You won't see it if you're talking about this type of stuff. Because each application needs to be configured for this. So there is one more change that is not in production yet. The functionality is there, but it's so one more deployment is due today. On all applications, you will see this panel where you can choose DPI and stuff. Yeah, so it will be. So we have the result, and let's say the result is not good, and actually this is not good for this type of jewelry because Jewelry Retoucher Pro, the image quality was bad, so it's not the best retoucher for this type of jewelry. This is more for very professionally done photos. In any case, if you don't like it, or if you think that next run will give you a better result, what you do, click here, regenerate, and you see it's 7 credits instead of 20. So basically 3 times less. So 7 credits. Because it's past validation, if you will see here 20 credits, and it will be message, not past validation, right? Okay, what else? That's it for, on announcements. Questions now, if you have any. Hi Alex, how to retouch jewelry with natural gemstones and to keep the unusual pattern, texture, transparency, inclusions, colors? Well, that's supposed to be this one, high fidelity. Again, you need to test on specific, because specific images, specific input. Even the jewelry, where you're saying how to retouch natural gemstones, the image quality can be quite different of the gemstones, right? I was testing this loose gemstones functionality on images that is really kind of blurry. If you open them 100%, the loose gemstone, it was like a little bit shaky hands type of thing, and it was not much details. But basically, you can use it, you can try it. Well, this one, the high fidelity, it try to preserve as much as possible. So this one require really good image input. Good quality, everything in focus, sharp and nice. It's not gonna fix blurry stuff, no. But if let's see if I have such image to show you, maybe like this, for example, it's relatively good. Yeah, it needs to be retouched, and it's not loose gemstone, but yeah. This should be, will be application for this type of thing. While it's doing, again, to anyone, if you kind of didn't hear it before, the heavy one, this is for bad quality photos, for like any kind of photo, iPhone photo, anything. It will try to do it best. However, it's quite heavy retoucher, meaning that it may polish something that's not supposed to be polished, especially if you have a good quality photo, expensive jewelry, gemstone with inclusions, with stuff which should be preserved. This guy, the heavy one, will clean it, will be super nice, super cool, but most likely unusable to use it as an e-commerce image to sell, right? This one is in the middle between the heavy and this one. It can do really good job in preserving gemstones. So I'm sorry, I forgot your name. We had conversations on emails before, but this one can do a good job. You need to try it. You need to try for your loose gemstone and see, because it may be very, very good. It has super nice, kind of touch, super nice quality. And this one, like I said, it requires good image quality, but it probably will produce the highest fidelity, highest resemblance. Let's see. So this is the result, okay? And you don't know, do you see it or not? But it's, all gemstones, all the faceting, I think it's done really good job, for it's preserved it. It's not, but again, maybe you have in mind, something a little bit different. You need to try. Courses, yeah. I'm sorry, Hamza. I completely forgot. Jen, if you watching me, please make sure Hamza get the free courses. Remind me, okay? Yeah, I have my helper who who will hopefully help me not to forget. Sorry, Hamza. Yeah, a little bit crazy life here on my end. So what else? What else I can show you? We also have modifications. Well, there are plenty of things were modified. We probably the biggest update recently we had this for jewelry modifier. Oh, sorry, not modifier. The a visualizer. I even have two versions of design visualizer based on two different AI models inside. But this one actually works really nice if you have like a sketch or drawing or something, you know, for jewelry, and want to make it look kind of nice. So something like this, you know, and you can of course tell it's like a white gold ring, diamonds. Well, that's probably kind of too brief, but and based on that, you know, maybe not super cool quality of the drawing or whatever, it will, you know, do visualize it. So it basically create the image of the jewelry. And there are two versions you need to play. They have different kind of style on output. The version 2 has more polished kind of initial look. So here we go. It actually made mistake. I believe it should be central single gemstone, but it was really bad quality. And if it's not visible on the sketch, you have to tell it in instructions, like, you know, single. Let's say if PNG. Oh, actually no, it has some stuff around. So yeah, if you put a little bit more description of what is there, then it will do job for you. Okay. Next, always a typing on the product can tell everyone is modified by AI. What the solution for this? Well, I have Hamza, I have images that it's super hard to tell that it was done by AI, especially on a model. If you use HQ model, I mean HQ generator, talking about, you know, this one, it probably will be nobody can tell. As if you think about, you know, like how to tell it's done by AI about retouching. Well, you know, look 5 years ago at, you know, professionally done retouched jewelry images. Uh, you know, I was teaching photographers, retouchers. I know, and we have plenty of students, very good jewelry photographers. It's all, you know, in many cases, it's many things redrawn. So they were recreating things, you know, facets on gemstones, metal, polishing it. It was really visible that it was after Photoshop, in many cases, heavy Photoshop. And I don't think you can tell if I will show you two images, one done in Photoshop 5 years ago and one done by AI, all of them with the same size, let's say like 2000 by 2000 pixels. You won't be able to tell it really. I mean, with high fidelity, for example. So I don't think it's a problem. AI can be bad if it's like too, you know, AI-ish. Same as Photoshop. People doing Photoshop, you know, like portraits and whatever, it looks like plasticish. Same thing. So I don't think it's a problem. Don't tell this AI. Say it's you did it in Photoshop. Okay, 1 second. Can you expect this tool on same photo and the same tool for regenerate? What we can expect from the tool if the same photo and the same tool for regenerate? Not sure. Not sure if I get in this. So this regeneration without changing any parameter, because once you start changing parameter, you will lose your discount. This regeneration supposed to work to help with hallucinations, because in many cases when you run it one time, you see bad result, like really bad. It changed design, for example, or, you know, like fifth hand or whatever. You know, if it's second generation, most likely will be good. Okay, if you see second generation is bad, you need to switch model. For example, I see people doing, I mean, our users, like selecting this try on and have some, let's say, earrings, well, necklaces in this case, unusual angle or something that's super unusual, and it fails. You know, it changed design a little bit when it's placing its on the model. Users do it again and again and again and again, and the same issue. So if you got it 2 times, with the same SD, there is no reason probably to run it the third time. Most likely it will be failed. Switch model. Yes, you will pay more. Come on, like 20 cents more. But this is completely different model. It's newer. It will, I mean, it works, I would say, probably 80% better than the SD. The only disadvantage is the price. But again, if one item is not working well, switch to HQ, run it, and be happy. Really. So, usually give me another typing from the original. Not sure, Hamza, what I'm saying, but another typing. How to avoid retuition mistakes with clause and prawns on items, wrong quantity, wrong position? Is it possible to implement selector of the area that should not be changed? Well, on some models, yes, on some not. For example, we can do this kind of masking, that's what they call mask, right? And for the heavy one, but it's not possible for this one, and for sure it's not possible for this one. Model just doesn't support it. So it's in to do. Basically, I'm working. There are tons of research R&D should be done to work with masking. For now, it's like this. You know, AI, if it's pattern that kind of how you call it, the intermittent, right? Something it's like I have this like the bracelet, 3 blue diamonds, 1 clear, 3 blue, 1 clear, and it's like pattern like this. So you start, making mistakes because it couldn't count. That's unfortunate. Is it possible to add blonde models with blue-green eyes to match better some? Yeah, of course. You can do models. You can do everywhere on every. You can do model. Just do not expect the model to be the same person. It will look similar. You can actually tell even what to look if you kind of make sure. For example, I can put here this necklace. Let's do some necklace. Do I have necklace? Okay, this one, for example, a little bit crazy one. I can put like blue eyes. Model has blue eyes. So this should be should get you the similar looking girl in this case, right, with blue eyes. But do not expect it to be the same. And you can upload your own model. I selected from the list that we have. If you upload your own one, it will be on the same gallery that I call, let's say, necklace model gallery. What you've seen on mine when I was uploading 30 seconds ago, it's a mix of my own upload as a user and NeuroViz pre-selected models. Okay. Is it possible to delete items? No. In bulk selection, no deletion yet. So you see beautiful blue eyes. But anyway, the model looks similar, right? To what we select. It's similar, but not the same. And yeah, for this, probably, I'm not sure, maybe close-up was on. Let me see. Yeah, close-up was on, so no eyes. I have to choose this to get eyes. Yeah, easy, right? My bad. And it's past the generation. I mean, the validation. So yeah, it's not possible to delete. You can do like selection and stuff on the batches, right? So you can go to your batch. You can select good ones, select only green in this case, and then download them, right? It will be downloaded. Well, I'm not sure why it's not working, but for me it may not be working. Need to check because too many things were tested here, but no deletion, no. So people asking about deletion on the uploads gallery. Do you really need to be able to delete stuff that you uploaded recently from the gallery? From this one I'm talking about. If you do this type of gallery, do you really want deletions? I can do it, I guess. I would like to use just a brush to a model. Try on. Is it possible? The brush, yeah. Well, since we have, like specific model, specific tune up for separate things, I think it will be better to have it to use this one. Model. Where is it now? E-commerce. This one, product plus model studio. That should work. We don't have validator on this, but I think it will work for brush. I need to think what kind of jewelry is this. It's you always on clothing, right? The brush. So you need to try. I've seen people doing this here on this model product plus model studio because this is designed to anything non-jewelry. Brush need to test. I don't know. I think you sent me email, right, about the brush. Well, I've seen something. So yeah, I need to play to see what will work the best. So what else? Blonde models. Yeah, you just upload your blonde models. We can actually have like a model generator if you want. You can add that kind of application that will generate models for you. Actually, maybe like part of some jewelry or creative suite or whatever. And we'll see. Why not? Hamza, always a typing on the product until everyone is modified. Typing. Not sure why. What do you mean? Okay, are we good? Because, well, for me it will be a relatively short Q&A today. We're moving with the office, we're moving with everything. So my day will be a little bit crazy after after I say goodbye. So if you good, if no questions, I'll be saying you goodbye till next Friday. Send us emails if you have anything to say. We read everything, really. I'm trying to do my best to kind of not to forget things, but again, we have team who will help. Okay, we have one more question. How to make sure that app doesn't change unusual stones? It's not clear. Send me email. We'll see. Because I mean, there is no like easy answer how not to change. That we work with AI, right? So what we can do for you, we can based on if you have relatively good amount of items, maybe we can have specifically fine-tuning the application for you and kind of releasing it only for you. We have customers that has their own application that's available only for them. Usually it's enterprise or agency, but anyway, that fine-tuned for very specific tasks that does really good. So we can do it for you. Send email, send examples, send me like this is what input, this is what the output, this is what's wrong with it. Here is a few more times, Alex, what to do, and I'll see. Because it's easier to to fine tune to something specific than to have like we have right now, like the as generic as possible. It's not a good thing to have jewelry retoucher because different jewelry is really different, and Okay, alrighty. I need to say goodbye. So stay fresh, stay cool. It's Friday. Have some fun. Next Friday, I'll see you here, and let's talk. Hopefully, you'll have some more nice releases. If you have something request on functionality, send us a mail. We're really looking for customer needs because that means that will be good for you, and we all will be successful. Okay, bye guys.